Thursday, family. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jamal, your credit specialist, funding coach, small business consultant, and all around credit enthusiast. Today, we're going to be talking about how to get $50,000 without an LLC. And this is $50,000 in business funding. This is actually from the results of a recent funding application that I did with one of my clients who is a property manager. They have a property management company and they also do some investing. Okay. And she wanted $50,000 and zero interest funding. So we put together a plan. We executed that plan and we got her the $50,000 and zero interest. So I want to break this down with everybody, share this information with you guys. Remember to share this out with as many people as possible. And we are going to get into it. Let me make sure I got everything together. A couple of things that we want to talk about. Is it possible to get $50,000 in business funding without an LLC? Yes, 100%. 100% it is possible. It's not a trick. It is not a game. What you would be doing is basically you're going to be operating as a sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship, this is very common. And this helps a lot if you are, let's say you started to do real estate investing, or you started to do hair, maybe you're a barber, maybe you buy and flip stuff online, or you do like e-com arbitrage, things of that nature. Anything that's kind of like a one-person solo business, even if you decide to do some level of consulting, you can start that as a sole prop. You can open up a business bank account as a sole prop. You can get an EIN number as a sole prop. You can also get business funding as a sole prop. So how does all this work? And later, once you feel like your business is established, you can always convert it to an LLC. It is not necessarily a conversion. You would still keep the name of your sole prop, and then basically you would make it a LLC. So you would have to get a new EIN number because now it's an LLC, no longer a sole prop. And you would have to register your LLC with the state. Get your licenses, your bonds, all that good stuff so that you can operate as an LLC properly in your state or wherever state you're doing business in. So with the sole prop, the most important thing here is that a sole prop is going to be solely based off of you, the individual. So you don't need an EIN. You can use your social security number. The other part is that this means your personal credit has to be A1. All right. So with this particular client, I'm going to give you guys the banks that we went to. All right. But she had across the board, she was over a 770. She was over a 750, and she made about $200,000 in income. Right. So on the personal side, she was very solid. So over 750, over six figures in income. And this was income outside of her business. She's still a full-time employee with the government, and she also gets some pensions, stipends, other things of that nature, right? So she was very much so in position. And how did we get to this point where she wanted to get funding? Well, as an investor, and those who are investors, that it takes time to get your money back. You invest into a project, whether it's a fix and flip, another business, or a rehab of some sort, and it typically can take anywhere from 2 to 3 months, maybe even 2 to 6 months for you to get your return back on your money. So what that means for her is now she has thousands of dollars tied up months at a time. This can limit her deal flow. this limits how many deals she can actively get into because her money is tied up for 2 to 6 months at a time. And it's always a great idea when you're investing and you're getting a return on your money. You've already done it with your own money first, and you maybe done like two or three. That you're like, all right, I've done this a couple of times. I don't want to tie up my own money anymore. I want to take my money, put it in the bank, or put it into a brokerage account or somewhere else where it can gain interest. While it's gaining interest, I can use the bank's money to do my investing and get a return back on that money, on their money, right? So you're making money from other people's money. That's that's what she wants, because right now she's tired of using her own money. So she's like, you know what, Jamal, I just need about 50,000 and I'll be happy. I'm like, you sure? Because we can always go for more. Like, you got the income, you have the great personal credit. We can always go for more. It's not a problem. Her age is great. She has well over 10 years in credit age. So all of those things are in place. And she's been using the name of her sole prop since like 2008. So let's get into it. The first bank we went to Amex. All right. Since we're doing zero interest, we went for the Business Blue Plus. We got 11,008 from Amex. She was already in Amex because she has a Business Platinum. So guess what? There's no hard pull on the Business Blue Plus. So we're already at 11,008. No hard pull, 0% interest. The next one we went to Chase. Now with Chase, they lowballed her. Here's something that people don't tell you about applying as a sole prop. You can potentially get less money than if you did as an LLC, because they're still kind of iffy, especially in this particular climate. It's like, are you just trying to trick us? And like, are you going to run off on this card or run off on us? So we're not going to give you too much money. So they started her off with a $6,000 credit limit. And I'm like, that's way too low. We gotta double back. We gotta double back for that. Because $6,000, we can't do nothing with $6,000. Her expenses are $7,000 a month. So what the hell are we gonna do with $6,000? That's not enough. No, sir, no, ma'am. So we got on that reconsideration line. Took some time, but we got on that reconsideration line, and they upped it. They actually tripled it in this case. We fought the good fight, explained, everything. Y'all can see the credit report. You see, everything is great for over a decade. Like, what's up? So we got 18,000 out of Chase, right? After getting that, hitting up the reconsideration line. Never be afraid to hit up the reconsideration line. Never be afraid to ask for more money. It's totally okay. They're going to lowball you sometimes at first, and you have to, do the extra. All right. Call that reconsideration line. Next up, we went to US Bank. We completed. Right now, US Bank definitely wants you to double verify who you are because of the amount of fraud. So we applied online. Then we had to call in to verify that it was really her. They made an offer. We didn't really like it too much, so we asked for an increase. After the increase, they reconsidered it again. We got 10,000. Okay. Last, and this was the US Bank Business Platinum card. Business Platinum card, zero interest, 18 months. Giving y'all all these data points. Bank of America was the last one we went to. All right. Oh, Chase, they pulled this time around. They pulled Experian. US Bank pulled TransUnion. Last up, we went to Bank of America. Now, Bank of America right now still allows you to get 2 credit cards with 1 hard pull as long as you apply for them in the same exact day, even the same exact time. So we ran that play. Now, since we already got a couple of hits on the credit report, they still lowballed us. I'm not going to hold you. They did. We only got 2 cards for like $5,000 each, but that's still $10,000 with zero interest for 9 months. at Bank of America. Their zero interest isn't that great. It's not even a full year, but hey, we'll take it. She can still use that to operate, do the flips that she wants to do. She can still knock out 2 or 3 flips within that 9 month time frame, right? And then make her profits and keep the ball rolling. That puts us at $50,000. All of these banks, as you heard, are so prop friendly. She make sure you're over 720. Make sure you don't have any recent derogatories. That means no recent late payments. If you got like some late payments from like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, you can still get the bag. You can still get approved. If you're also looking for more of these type of credit cards that offer zero interest, you want to know who they pull from, what their max limits are. I have a credit card funding ebook. It's the link right there. You can grab that. It will actually give you over 50 different credit cards and other credit products that you can use to build out your own funding sequence. You can look them up, research them. We already have credit limits in there. We already have who they pull from in the book. I spent a lot of time putting this particular book together. Grab it. It's only $17. You can grab that and get it, right? For everyone that's new to the channel, my name is Jamal. I am the credit protector. Now, I have a background in personal credit. Started off with improving my credit because I was marked as deceased. They killed me off some way, somehow, but I was able to come back to life. From there, started learning more about this credit game and discovered business credit and how you can actually start hiding debt off of your personal credit and move it over into your business. From there, I've helped hundreds of clients get access to capital, whether it's 20,000, 50,000, 100,000, right? So far, my biggest client, we've gotten them $200,000 in zero interest funding. I also host a masterclass every Sunday at 7 p.m. I'll also begin to repost that masterclass on YouTube. I think I'll just repost it as a regular video so you guys can see what exactly we're talking about every single Sunday. For everyone that's new, that's just coming on, appreciate it. Make sure you share this out. We're going to go through this sequence one more time. Let me give you guys the original data points. So my client, she's an investor and she also has a property management company and she owns a couple of buildings, right? She owns about 6 doors in Virginia. 6 doors means she has a 6-unit building in Virginia. And she also funds fix and flips. In the world of fix and flips, your money gets tied up. She's done 2 or 3 already on and off over the years. And now she's doing it way more consistently. With your money being tied up, she ain't like that. She didn't want to have to wait 2 to 3 months to release her money so that she can go to the next deal. Because right now, in the area that she's in, the deals are coming back faster than what she can pay them. I'm sorry. The deals are coming faster than what money she has, right? Because she's already operating on a couple of other deals. And then when a new deal comes in, her money is still tied in those other flips. So she's like, you know what? I'm tired of tying up my money. Let me tie up the bank's money. Then my money can go into an interest account, gain interest, while I use the bank's money to earn a return on these flips. So we had this conversation. Right? And she's like, you know what, Jamal? I'm just tired of having my money tied up. I want to use the bank's money and I don't want to have to use my money if I don't have to. I'm like, I totally get it. She's a veteran. She's also a combat veteran and she earns 6 figures a year. So her credit profile, she's over 750 across the board. It ranges between like 760 and 775 on her FICO score. She also is a 6-figure earner. She earns over $200,000. She's been using this sole prop since 2008. She doesn't have an EIN number. She doesn't have an LLC. So I'm like, okay, let's make sure we target sole prop friendly banks who offer credit cards specifically for those who are starting off. Couple of things that you want to keep in mind about a sole prop. It's only going to be based on your personal credit. So you don't need an EIN. You don't have to register with the state. You can simply give them a business name and your social security number. Boom. As long as they like the numbers, you check off all the boxes as far as your personal credit and your income. You are in there like swimwear. All right. The first bank we went to was American Express. The reason I like to start with American Express is because she already had the American Express card, a business platinum. So once you're in American Express, all the other cards are no hard pull. They're going to look at your current relationship with them and your personal credit because they're constantly checking it anyway. And they're like, okay, boom, boom, we're going to go ahead and we pre-approve you, right? So she was pre-approved. I hope you have a great day too, for sure. She was pre-approved and she got the Amex Business Blue. I said plus at first. We got the cash, Business Blue Cash. The reason we got the cash because she's new to credit cards. She got the platinum, but she's not really a credit card person. She operates more so in cash. So, along with getting these credit cards, I'm also going to be showing her, teaching her how to use them and maximize them for max profit and benefits. We're talking about getting those cash back rewards, getting those bonuses. Every time you sign up for a card, if it has a bonus, make sure you hit that bonus because you're just leaving money on the table otherwise. After the Business Blue Cash, we went to Chase. Now with Chase lowballed us at first. And this can happen, especially if you are a sole prop. Not every single approval the very first time is going to be a slam dunk, right? So what we can do is we had to call the reconsideration line. Hey, how you doing? We called the reconsideration line with Chase. They started us off with like $6,000. We ain't like that. So what we did is we called the reconsideration line and we asked for an increase. We talked that talk. We really dove deep into why we need more money, talked about the spend, what we want to do in the future, and they upped the credit limit. They actually tripled it. We went from 6 to 18,000 with Chase. That was the Business Unlimited. Next, we went to US Bank. US Bank, they wanted us to just confirm her identity, make sure there was no flim flam or scam going on. Once we did that, they gave her $10,000. This card was the Business Platinum. It pulled TransUnion, and it came with an 18-month zero interest, which is amazing. The last one is Bank of America. Now, Bank of America allows you to get two cards with one hard pull as long as you apply for those cards in the same day. So we did that. This one, they didn't give us a lot. And I think it's probably because we went for two cards at the same time. They only gave us like $5,000 on each card. So with them, we still got 10,000. That puts us at about right at 50,000, right? Which is exactly what she was looking for. So now she has between 9 months all the way up to a year and a half of zero interest to fund her fix and flips. She can keep the profits, reinvest those profits, use the other money to pay off the credit cards, and now her cash is freed up to go back into her retirement account, her 401k, her TSP, or brokerage account where it can continue to gain interest and equity. Yeah. These are just some of the things and some of the ways that I help my clients and some of the strategies that we put together, right? Let me know if this was helpful for you guys. Would love to be able to work with you. If you want I also have these credit cards available in my credit card funding ebook. It's the link pinned in the comments. You guys can definitely check that out. Grab it. It's only $17. And in between time, in the meantime, I'm gonna head out. I actually have another call happening at 10 that I got to get prepared for. Let me know if this was helpful. Remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, check out the description. I have a ton of great links to information there. I have a free business funding training class in the description. Check that out. You're looking for new credit cards to fund your business. I have an ebook specifically about that. If you need to fix your credit, I have an ebook that guides you through how to fix your credit. And lastly, I have an ebook that helps you build out your business credit from start to finish. Everything from filing your LLC to funding your LLC to the point of getting auto loans without a personal guarantee. So make sure you guys check all of that out. I'll talk to you guys soon. In the meantime, in the between time, peace.